It's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here. As it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, for these Kansas City Chiefs, they, of course, were Super Bowl champions 3 years ago. The win over the Niners in Miami. They fell to the Bucs in Tampa a couple years back. They had the blown lead in the AFC title game against Cincinnati last year. And now they're back, making their third trip to the big game in 4 years.
And their recent history only increases the urgency to try and win another Super Bowl title with this group.
Meanwhile, it took until Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time. And not too many players are left from that squad 5 years ago. But this new group is looking to write a new chapter of Eagles lore.
Yeah, we certainly all remember that performance in the win over New England. Nick Foles throwing for 373 yards, catching the Philly special that will go down as one of the most iconic play calls in Super Bowl history. Now they're back and looking to make it 2 titles in 6 years.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
You can't help but continue to marvel at how well this man's career has gone so far. Now in his 5th season as KC starter, he's never missed a conference title game, and he's taking the field in his 3rd Super Bowl. Simply dominant, it's easy to envision him being one of the top quarterbacks for many years to come.
Mic check.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's not going anywhere.
What's the flag for already?
They stop him at the line of scrimmage.
All right, let's get it. Live on YouTube, Super Bowl Sunday. We're going to play some live games after this.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
So many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
On play action, it's Mahomes. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch. As he was able to get both feet in. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Nowhere on the run. We're going to shut the run down today.
Through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it. That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Let's go.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
He gets nothing for that.
Nearly an opening drive INT, but it does
Nothing for that. The pass rush on him. Look at the pass rush. Let's go. And our kick returner hurt today in the Super Bowl, so I believe Watkins going to be returning punts and kick return.
This is brought in at the 21.
Couldn't get around him. That speed.
8 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football. football, 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career in Alabama to finish with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
I think we all heard about it in the offseason. There were many questions asking.
On YouTube, Super Bowl Sunday, yeah. Definitely playing today.
He answered emphatically, this is my team, and he led them to a Super Bowl appearance. A well-deserved moment for this quarterback.
We gonna play until the Super Bowl come on.
And eliminated all the noise.
I can't wait till I play them Cowboys today. You know my name, a.k.a. Cowboy Killer.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Come on, get off. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Oh, come on, I lobbed it.
Incomplete.
I threw it on my back foot. That was called. That was an all-out blitz. That was an all-out blitz, baby. Spagnuolo dialing up all-out blitzes.
1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10.
We ain't gonna get pretty.
Hurts gonna keep it again.
We ain't gonna get pretty. Oh, come on, Jalen, no!
And it's picked up by
That's bullshit.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
That's bullshit.
The dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. But now look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does.
That's bullshit.
But most of the time, the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. And in traffic,
let's go,
sometimes
man.
they forget to protect it.
KC's offense ready to take over. And the last drive, the 1st drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more you get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
The right play.
All right, let's get that shake. We gotta shake that fumble off.
A quick 1st down pickup. Good
Yeah,
start
shake-
after going
shake
3 and out on their
off.
opening drive.
Damn.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
Let's
And that
go.
means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he edges forward. Gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find out.
Give me that! Come on!
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
We ain't getting that. Take the
running back. And he will be marked down
She
short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29.
What she gonna do, Andy? Andy Reid. What you gonna do, Andy?
There, Brandon, 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Butker's
kick
kick
hurt.
here
He
is
made it
good,
go.
and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting
I
a
ain't
field
like
goal.
that turn.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 25 on second down, Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hurts. Well, that's complete to Sanders.
Oh, come on, Kelsey. Kelsey ain't even pick up his block.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First carry.
I went the wrong fucking way.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 3-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. And he's going to have an Eagles first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tries barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll run with Scott.
I went the wrong way. I should have
And
kept
some good tackling there as
Run
he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Got to go to E.J.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Colin Saunders busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack on first down, Hurts. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line. Bigger than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Hurts sets up to throw it. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver.
Nobody. I didn't have nobody.
Use the first of their
Nobody.
So as they take it over, we step aside.
I didn't have nobody. I should have went in quarterback draw, but he's in goal line defense.
Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
Should have put the receivers out.
The kick by Elliott.
Should have ran it.
And that will
Then
tie us
1-4-4.
at 3-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A dump down to McKinnon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
Still 2nd down.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin.
Bitch, I forced it. Tried to squeeze it in. I should have went all the way to the end zone. I should have ran him all the way in the end zone. I threw it too soon. I threw that too soon. I threw it too soon. Did he? I threw it too soon. Should have got him deep in the end zone with a deeper line.
Quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter. Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Now another timeout called
Give me a
by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield.
That's cool.
Spotted at the 49. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And again, it's Mahomes. Another pass.
There you go. There he is.
He'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
In a tie game that's going back and forth, oftentimes teams get really conservative because they don't want to make a mistake. But after that return, I think the offense coordinator just took a deep sigh of relief and said, okay, I can open up my playbook now. Let's see if he attacks.
2nd half will start with a run by Sanders. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Well, so far this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let him run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still could prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a wide.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there, not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And good running.
Came right out of there. We got holes on him. There it is. We'll take it.
Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
I ain't get sued in the game.
Following the penalty, they'll go to the run game.
Killing me with the run game already. 3 for 22.
And down to the 46. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working.
We ain't going for that.
And they're going to stop him right at
We ain't
the line
going
of
for that.
scrimmage. Just
It
no
ain't sweet like
cutback lane to be found
that.
whatsoever.
My homeboy,
2nd
let's
and
go.
10. 3rd quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
I'll pick Slate. Come on.
It's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators
that was a good play.
of their offensive counterparts.
That's a good play. Clearing it out.
Get the ball down to the Eagles 30.
And they gonna hurry up.
From the gun, they will run McKinnon. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Pick, come on.
It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Oh, there it is. That's what we talking about.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense.
Sweaters.
To win the game and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Sanders going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead.
Okay, break.
They'll try to run with Sanders, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Right there, hurt.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 19 driver.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And box wide open. I should have stayed in the pocket and hit box.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, I
7.
needed
7. Definitely
pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly
Needed
right
7.
about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 6-3, 1:11 to go. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on 1st down. Mahomes to throw it. Finding Hardman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Mahomes. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Getting a hand on that one, Avonte Maddox. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Mahomes will throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman, for the KC first. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call.
After review of the play,
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a give. This is McKinnon. He will push his way down to about the 14. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up the chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and keep.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And CD, we get to see the debut of the brand new postseason overtime rules. Now as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime without Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first, and that way you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
A touchdown would obviously be ideal to start this overtime. They'd still need to play defense, but it's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. A little dinking and dunking something that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this.
And you know, I think that people betted that he was going to be the MVP of the Super Bowl. Money for the game.
Changes in overtime of the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure's now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play.
The game is over.
Generated one stop.
They had the ball first in overtime.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
What's that? Oh, all right.